I never thought that we'll be having some huge phone case drama, but yes, that is something that's happening. So, you know what's one thing that you should never do? That is stealing someone else's design. Because you are definitely going to get caught. Especially when there's tons of internet detectives going around who is going to do everything in their power to basically find the design that you basically copied. You're going to get caught, it's not worth doing, and it's also just something extremely stupid and really dirty at the same time. Like, instead of coming up with something on your own, actually being creative, you just see what someone else is doing and go like, man, I'm just gonna copy that. It's just something you should not be doing. And you only expect that to be happening for someone who's like extremely small, or maybe they don't really know what they're doing and they think that perhaps they will be able to get away with it. You never thought that you will see a very big company being accused for doing something like that. That is something that you barely see, because I'm pretty sure they know how serious it is to basically copy someone else's design. Well, something like that ended up happening because two phone case companies are in some big Twitter beef. And I just absolutely love that every time when anyone gets into some internet drama, they always solve it on Twitter. That's the first place they go to. It's absolutely amazing. That place is really becoming the digital battleground of the future. So there are two companies that we are talking about, and one of them, hey, it's been a while since you saw me, and you know what that means. I got the name wrong. It is Dbrand. Now, these are people who make phone cases and also covers for consoles too, and it is a company that's really well liked, and they also have reached that memer status on Twitter, where they're like one of the companies, but they're with the cool kids like Opera GX, where they go on their Twitter and post funny memes. Well, suddenly out of nowhere, they ended up accusing another company, Caseify, for stealing their designs. And they have some proofs too. They're not just pulling this out of nowhere. And the evidence that they are showing is pretty damning. So let's go and look over them. So obviously with a claim that serious, you're going to need to have some pretty good proof backing it up. And Dbrand do have some evidence that they are showing everyone on why they think Caseify copy their product. Dbrand is releasing this brand new series of phone cases where the whole design of them is you're able to see it inside out of the phone. So they basically take the internal of the phone, copy it on a phone case, and it looks pretty cool. Well, when they ended up releasing this not so long ago, Caseify also ended up doing the same thing. Now I know what you're thinking. What's wrong with two companies releasing a product that's kind of similar? I mean, that happens all the time. Well, one thing that Dbrand does is that they have Easter eggs inside of all of their products, so I guess you have something extremely nice when you go and buy it. It's a pretty cool idea. And that is the main reason why they think Caseify ended up copying their idea, because all of the Easter eggs on Dbrand's phone case is also on the Caseify one. So let's look at some of the pictures that Dbrand ended up posting on their Twitter, because some of them are really interesting. The first one right here is this catchphrase that one YouTuber says. Jerry Rig thinks he's someone who works with Dbrand, and one of his catchphrases is glass is glass and glass breaks, and it's on the Dbrand case. And also on the Caseify case, it's the same thing. Now obviously this makes no sense. Why would you randomly put a YouTuber's catchphrase that you're not working with on one of your products? That's extremely weird, and that is very suspicious. But it gets even worse. Another Easter egg on the phone case is that on one of the corners, you have something that says subscribe and also 1111. Now, what do those numbers mean? Well, that is actually the founding date of Dbrand, so they decided to put it on the case because, that's extremely cool. And obviously subscribe because they're working with a YouTuber, and we know what every single YouTuber says: comment, like, and subscribe. Well, if you go on the Caseify case, it has the same thing. I mean, thankfully, it looks like they put enough effort to actually not just completely put subscribe on it too. They decided to get rid of that and put like their logo, but it still has the 1111. Now that makes no sense. Why would you have the date of your competitor on your phone case? No company will do that. Even if you're trying to make fun of your competition, I'm pretty sure no one will ever do something like that. But we're still not done. It gets even worse. Another Easter egg that they have is a bunch of these numbers and letters right here, and it is robot. Now that is the Twitter handle of Dbrand support line, and on the Casetify case, I think you see the trend, they have that same thing. So again, why would you have one of your competitors' Twitter handle on your case? That makes no sense. But we are still not done. It still gets worse. Another Easter egg on the case is the Illuminati triangle. You know, it's something that they decided to add on the side. It looks super nice. It's on the Dbrand case. And if we look on the Casetify one, I'm pretty sure we all know what's gonna happen. They have the same triangle. Now, I like how this one looks extremely bad. Like, you have the Dbrand one, which is like all nice and high poly. They have the Casetify one, which looks absolutely terrible. Like, this actually looked like when you forget to do your homework, so you copy the answer from one of your friends, but you kind of make it look a little bit worse, or you change the answers a little bit so the teacher doesn't get suspicious. Like, that's what it straight up looks like Casetify done. Like, oh, let's take this triangle, put it on the side, but let's make it look really bad so no one is like suspicious. We're still not done. We have one more, and it is this right here, which is another reference to the founding of Dbrand, and I don't want to repeat myself. I think we all know why this is extremely weird. And that's basically all the evidence that Dbrand has showed. And also the YouTuber I ended up bringing up earlier, Jerry Rigstings, a very popular tech channel who works with Dbrand. He also made a video talking about this situation and is currently blown up right now, getting a lot of views. This situation is actually getting so big that the Casetify website actually ended up shutting down because so much people were going to it to basically see what's going on, because obviously everyone is talking about that, hey, this company may have just stole someone else's design. Obviously people want to see what's happening, and I guess the website just couldn't handle it, which is just very funny. This is a pretty goofy situation, and I don't know how something like this even happens. I don't know why any company will really try to do something like this, because with all this evidence, it's not really looking good for Casetify at all, and they are also taking this pretty seriously because Dbrand is taking them to court for this. I really don't know what that company was thinking. Now, Casetify ended up releasing a response on Twitter, and it's not really going good at all. They're absolutely getting cooked in their comment section, and I don't really know what they were thinking. But this is one story that I'm definitely going to be looking at. I really want to see how this is going to end. But that's it. This is just something that I want to talk about. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.